After Ganapati Stuti presented by Kanakji's disciples, now Kanakji will present before you two women-centric items. One woman is a Tejaswini and another a Tapaswini. A Tejaswini, as her name suggests, fights adversities and successfully overcomes them. Contemporary issues have their parallels in mythological stories. If one dares to look for and draw such parallels, and that is what Kanakji has done it. Gandhari, which will be her first presentation. In society, very young girls are married off to men who are inadequate. All their lives they are expected to be subservient to their husbands. Not so. Our Gandhari, our first heroine, as a young maiden, she came across the mountains from Gandhar into Hastinapur, which stars in her eyes and hopes to her heart. She was to be the bride of the powerful prince of Kurukulun, and eventually she would be the queen. She and her companions are awed by the grandeur of Hastinapur, the beautiful gardens with graceful peacocks, and oh my, the high grand mansions. What magnificence! All this was hers to be. Gandhari decorates herself for her forthcoming marriage with a joyous heart. Her companion comes to her and Gandhari is confused seeing her anxious face. She was told, "Your husband to be is blind from birth." The stars vanished from her eyes and a curtain of impenetrable darkness involved Gandhari. O cruel fate, if I was destined to be the bride of a blind man, why then did you not make me blind? Her inner voice told her, "Blind yourself at will, block out these cheats, these kurus who have heaped their sorrow on you." If her husband could not see her, then she had no desire to see him. So Gandhari shuts out the outside world from her eyes. She puts off the light from the lamp and from her life too. She would see the world with eyes closed. She gets the news that Kunti had given birth to sons. Gandhari's last dream of being a king's mother is dashed to the ground. In frustration, she hits her body. A huge lump of flesh comes out and she cuts it into 100 pieces, which are born as 100 sons. She knows that each one of them has inherited the vicious streak from his paternal side and decides never to see their faces. There is to be a war between Pandavas and her sons. One after the other, bolts of shock hit her Vajrapata with the news that her sons are killed. At the end of the war, she goes to the battlefield strewn with the dead bodies of her sons. Now she can open her eyes and mourn them since their evil spirits have flown away. Now she sets her eyes on her old husband with love and consoles him, and the great lady that she is guides him to the forest in retirement. Music and lyrics specially composed by Shri Kavalam Narayan Panikkar for Kanakji's exclusively. आदरणीय देवियों सज्जनों, अब कनक जी प्रस्तुत कर रही हैं रचना गांधारी। इस प्रस्तुति के माध्यम से कनक जी ने नारी के दो पहलुओं को प्रदर्शित व्यक्त करने का प्रयास किया है। एक नारी का तेजस्विनी स्वरूप है, दूसरा तपस्विनी स्वरूप। गांधारी जो अपनी आंखों में सुंदर सपने संजोए हस्तिनापुर की महारानी बनने वाली है। गांधारी की खूबसूरत आंखों में सुखद भविष्य की कल्पनाएं तैर रही हैं। उस गांधारी को जब पता चलता है कि जिसके साथ धृतराष्ट्र के साथ उसका विवाह हो रहा है वो जन्म से ही अंधे हैं, इस सत्य का पता चलते ही गांधारी के सारे सपने चूर चूर हो जाते हैं। इतना बड़ा कुठाराघात, इतनी अधिक पीड़ा और व्यथा उसे होती है जिसे वो किसी से बांट नहीं सकती। आगे भी और कथा है जिसे इस प्रस्तुति के माध्यम से आप देखेंगे। कनक जी प्रस्तुत कर रही हैं गांधारी। ये रचना राग कानड़ा और आदि ताल में निबद्ध है। प्रस्तुत है गांधारी।
Namaskar. It is a great honor for me to be invited once again to perform at Khajuraho. I have been coming for a very, very long time here. We have come all the way from Mumbai to show you honored guests our art. And it is not as cold as it was yesterday. So may I humbly request all of you to be seated. We have cut down our recital so that you are not inconvenienced, but do see us dance. Thank you very much, and I thank the Madhya Pradesh government and Shri Telang to have invited us.
Good.